I believe that most podcasters have some type of hang up with getting guests. Something's holding them back. Maybe it's fear of missing out. Maybe it's wondering, am I good enough? Or will he or she say yes? Or I don't want to hear the word no, that would offend me. And then I would have to quit my podcast altogether. So if we could talk a little bit about getting guests, what's helped you and what hasn't, that would be super helpful.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head, my friend. Somebody who's got a lot of experience like yourself in this podcast world. First of all, you have to have a thick skin. And, somebody says no, or their publicist doesn't follow up, or they just don't respond. You check them off the list and move to the next person. But to answer your first sort of question here about, has it made it easier for me because of my relationships? 100,000% yes. I have relationships with people in the NBA world, especially, that, thousands of people have crossed my path over my career. So it could be anyone from an assistant coach who's become a coach, a player who was a rookie once and now, is a Hall of Famer, an owner, anyone who I've come in contact with. I tend to keep those relationships going. I have a kind of personality. I think that people enjoy just kind of being around me and vice versa. I don't particularly put people on this like pedestal where they're like unreachable or unattainable. I think they appreciate that. And that's led to some, great fortune in my career in collaborations with, Kobe or whoever it might be that we've done projects together. I could have done a podcast, quite frankly, where I could get guests of this A-list quality and caliber if I didn't have these relationships. And then, you get somebody like Eric Dickerson. I'll give an example. I don't have a relationship with Eric Dickerson. I photographed him when he played, but his agent is a close friend of a dear friend of mine who made the introduction. And I had already had, probably 25, 30 podcasts under my belt at that point. And Eric liked the fact that I had this history with him by photographing him as a player. So one thing led to the other and ended up being one of the best interviews I had, because I got to uncover things in our research and then talking to him that I never would have had that opportunity if my friend hadn't made that introduction. So it's kind of like who the relationships you have, and never being afraid if somebody's going to say no. They say no. You know what? Whatever. Maybe down the road they'll come back, maybe not.